We got some AQ3D news for you. First of all, what's coming this week? First off is the Sir Lancelot quest line. Now, this is taken inspiration from the original AdventureQuest. And we have a new type of equipment that's coming, the back accessory. I did show a preview of that, the wings. I can show it again. This is going to be part of a $99 DC package. A $100 package. Now, this is obviously in US, so if you're in Canada, that is going to be like a $200 package. Definitely out of my price range, which means I won't be getting the wings, at least not for the moment. And then we've got Frostvale leaving. So that means anything in relation to Frostvale will be out of here when the update hits this week. Mischievous Moglin's winners, I guess, will be announced this week, I'm assuming. Leaving soon, a last chance shop from Gaz. The Holiday Dotery. So I guess the Holiday Dotery is a temporary thing. Interesting, because it says Frostvale is leaving this week, but Holiday Dotery is not, I guess. And the New Year's gifts also appear to be staying in, because it says leaving soon, so they're not leaving right away. And then Beline's birthday shop, which is also going to be leaving, but not right away. Beline posted on Twitter and said, "I can't wait for the battle concerts. I never had the chance to experience the previous battle concerts in AQ3D, so I am stoked." She posted this, which asks the question, what are you most excited for in AQ3D during 2025, with the following: new quests and story, new battle concert, new features like the barbershop update that is going to be releasing soon, or new special and live events. I'm honestly looking forward to a little bit of everything, but obviously I would love to see a new battle concert. In other news, Cam came up with a hardcore Iron Man style challenge for AQ World, and it's been doing very well. A lot of other people have been trying to do this. Now, the goals of this challenge was to end the Chaos Saga, reach level 100, and be an epic hero. And all of this has to be done in one life. He's been streaming this hardcore challenge, and the challenge is no easy feat. This in turn inspired me to create a hardcore challenge for AQ3D. The details to this challenge is in the AEF, which is my Discord server. The link to that is in the description below. The details are: welcome to the One Life Challenge. Ever wondered what would happen if death was permanent in AQ3D? That's what this challenge is about. Now, this is all on the honor system. The only person you actually cheat is yourself. How to participate: you'd be creating an alt account using any name you want, but you would have to put 1L and the season number to verify you're part of the One Life Challenge. So an example would be you put your name with the number of attempts beside it. So if you've only done it once, you don't need to put a number, but if it's your second attempt, then you would put a 2. If it's your third attempt, you put a 3, so on and so forth. And then you put the 1L and then S1, because this is season 1, which will end at the end of March, and then as of April, we'll start up second season. To beat the challenge, you must play through the main story of AQ3D up until the end of Ashfall without dying. So you can't die the entire time. That is the challenge. The footage you see in the background is my new character, Raven, One Life, Season 1. This is my first character. If this character dies, I will have to put Raven 2, and I can tell you right now, I am so gonna die. There's no way I'm not gonna die. Just looking at some of the comments people have posted, they're having a very difficult time when you get to the Shadow Skull Bridge. So the One Life Challenge Season 1 rules are: there are no ranged classes allowed, no infusions or augments, no guardian class, no deaths, because you can't die, no guilds, because that way there's no buffs from the guilds. You must have your alt account, the One Life alt account. You must play through the main story until the end of Ashfall. I've got some frequently asked questions as well. The first is, can you play with other players? Yes, and you are encouraged to team up with other One Life players to reduce the risk of death. You can play with non-One Life players as well. What happens when you die? You lose the challenge, but you can try again. So you don't need a new account. You simply delete the character and then recreate the character. On the plus side, you get to keep all the dragon crystals that you made through your first run through. Remember to add the number of tries beside your name. So again, if you've died 3 times, that means your 4th character would be your player name plus 4. What happens if you beat the challenge? You can post your accomplishments in the One Life channel in the Discord AE Federation. And you can also get a 1 life roll if you post a screenshot of you holding the Scorched Soul Sword. Now, this roll disappears, or doesn't disappear, but it gets reset every season. So if you can earn this roll for this season, you get to keep it until the end of this season. And then when season 2 starts, it resets the roll and you have to re-earn the roll. What classes can you use for Season 1? You are allowed to use the Warrior, the Rogue, the Paladin, the Dragon Slayer, the Mugglemancer, and the Berserker. What cross skills can you use? Any ones that you can unlock. Now this challenge started yesterday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Season 1 is officially a go. T-Money started up, and then I started up as well, with Momo starting and Zyber as well. So there's been several people trying to do it. Now Momo, the Ghost Slayer, has been posting videos of them playing through the challenge so far. We've also got another one who's been taking down King Sneed, some of which are in the Heartwood. Others have already passed the Skull Bridge, which is a very dangerous area. Also going to mention this warning: if you go into the Shadow Guard, be very careful of Tree Venge because you will die. Sylvian said that he's already beat the Omen, but he said he wanted to do the Pally daily, but didn't get strong enough to do that just yet. Now the Paladin will be one of the stronger classes in this challenge simply because it has Holy Bolt, which is one of the very few healing abilities you'll have access to. Unfortunately, as you can see here, the bridge is very dangerous, so you have 2 one-life alts playing through, and unfortunately, one is now dead, which means he needs to start all over again. So this is the attempt 2. So if you guys are interested in this challenge, you can head over to the One Life channel in the AE Federation to check out the details regarding this. Last but not least, I wanted to announce a new website, the AQ3D tracker.com. I'm going to have a link to this in the description for you guys to go and check out. This has a little bit of everything. We've got a boss calendar, which will showcase where the bosses are in the calendar so you can see. Now, for instance, this is January, what is the date here? The 20th. So that would be here. This is the boss, which is KD, which stands for King Dracus, as you can see from the very bottom right here. So any one of those is there. You can even search by the boss. So if you want to know exactly when that boss is going to be, then you can just search for that and it will show when that boss will be there. So this is super, super handy. Maybe you're not a boss hunter, so you might want to take a look at the gear stats. And this is super handy, especially if you're like me and you like to build specific types of builds. And it's very, very nice, very, very super, super easy. So you've got your power level right here, showcasing, of course, the top powered items, but you can also sort by attack, let's say, for instance. So right there, Awakened Necro Staff, you've got the Shadow Reaper, and you can check out the stats right there. Now, let's say if you want to check out haste, bam, now you've got the top haste thing, what provides the most haste, and the focus, so on and so forth. This is going to be so handy. You can even search for gear using keywords up here, using the whatchamacallit, and you've got armor, shoulders, gloves, capes, belt, boots. I mean, this comes in really, really handy. There's going to be more features coming to this as well, even possibly maybe even a rare items checklist. Something like that would be really cool. I'd love to see a rare items checklist with a bunch of different. We actually have a document on that. I should work on that again. Last but not least, online users. You get to see how many players are playing right now and on what website, on what server. So red server, you can see 500. You can see on the blue, how many are there? 61, 59, 100 on the green. So and this is actually a good number of people on right now, considering that there's no update recently. But yeah, so there you go. AQ3DTracker.com. Link to that will be in the description. Big thanks to King Werepire, Ivory Dragoness, Avon, and Kurtz for helping. And there's a bunch of other people who are also contributing to this as well. At least a few others that I know of. And last but not least, I'd like to give a big shout out to all my Raven Squad members for their continued support. I really do appreciate it. And if you guys are interested in joining my membership, you can check the join button down below. And if you guys made it this far into the video, post a secret word player into the comments. Thanks for watching and keep those swords swinging.